And we are live. Welcome back to Chart Striker, everybody. This is your host, Dana. Hope all of you have had a good day so far. Myself, it's been fine. Just going with the flow, you know? So yeah, let's get on with it, shall we? Bitcoin is doing things. Hold on. Okay, hope volume and everything else is good. Alright guys, I'm gonna get straight into things, okay? Straight into things without going around and about and whatnot, right? So, this is what's going on the daily time frame. We got positive momentum on the oscillator still, right? I think the volume when I'm speaking might be a bit too high, but if it's a problem, let me know, guys, okay? I don't want you hurting your ears and whatnot, right? I think it's good like this, but if it's still a bit too loud, just let me know. Anyways, Bitcoin. Positive momentum on the oscillators, okay? MACD looking bullish and RSI above neutral. When we look at it from that angle, it does look good, right? It just looks awesome, right? But then there are other factors that we need to also acknowledge. For example, excuse me, I don't know what this is. This shouldn't be here. Okay, excuse that. I don't know why that showed up now. Of all, like, it could have happened 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, but it had to happen now. Anyways, there are other things we need to acknowledge when it comes to the Bitcoin chart. One of them being, yes, we could go a bit higher. We could go a bit higher to 27.7, okay? But it is still around resistance levels. That area is still around resistance levels. It doesn't mean like we're out of the woods yet, okay? In other words, I wouldn't be longing here. The moment to have a good long was when I kept on saying, as long as it's above 25k, it is fine. And then when we actually broke above this level, 25.8, there was another chance. Like if some of you guys missed the streams, it's fine. If you didn't miss it, maybe it made you think about the fact that we were holding support like it was holding support like a king. It didn't break this support, and I kept on saying, as long as we're above 25k, we gotta give the bulls a chance. There's still a chance for the bulls to do something, and guess what? They did something. We came all the way up here, and yes, there is room all the way to 27.7-ish. But remember, if we come all the way up here, but we close in 5 days, when the weekly candle close is upon us, if we can't even close above this area, it's really whatever. But this bullish engulfing candle, it was nice. We're going up, looking good so far, but you know, something like this can also happen, right? But we do have some nice divergence and whatnot. But on the daily, I got some bad news for you guys, okay? If we come up all the way to 27.750, okay, let's say 27.750, and we fail to break above that level, we are gonna develop another negative divergence. That negative divergence that we spoke about, you know, that is here, that first negative divergence, is gonna become respected, and then most likely we are going down next. Get it? If we come up here and we fail to break above this level, then most likely that negative divergence is gonna become is gonna be respected, and if it is respected, then most likely we're gonna come back down. Okay, so yeah, there is negative divergence. We got one here from this point to this point, at least now, like we have it, okay? It hasn't, you know, completed developing yet, and then we have another one from this point to this point. So there's a lot of things going on, so I just want to give it time. To see what's gonna happen. But I repeat, if it comes all the way up here and then we see signs that the bears are starting, you know, to step in, the bulls are starting to lose steam, negative divergence is gonna become respected. If negative divergence become respected, plus we fail to break resistance, then do the maths yourself. 1 + 1 = 2, right? What do they say? 9 + 10 is 21, something like that, right? Okay, so that is that for the daily. That is important, you know. On the 4-hourly, okay, like, look guys, there is room for Bitcoin to go all the way up to 27,750. There is room. What's gonna be interesting is what's gonna happen after that. Okay, now oscillators, let's have a look. Mago, glad you made it. Welcome to the show. Glad you made it. Yeah, like, luckily we had a talk yesterday, but I'm always happy to see you here as well. So glad you made it. Hope you've had a good day so far. I know you've had a good day, but hope you've had even a better day after what you shared with me. Okay, so on the 4-hourly, guys, unfortunately, we also have some negative divergence developing on this one. Even on the 4-hourly, we do have some negative divergence developing at the moment, okay? If things do not play out well for the bulls, like around these levels right now, like there's a decent chance we could pull back all the way down to 26,830, all the way down to 26,680. Very possible. If we lose that level, we really do not have a strong support until 25.8. We do have some mini support, you know, somewhere in between this level. That would be somewhere around these areas, okay, around 26.3-ish to 26.4-ish. But a strong support level, if, you know, that mini support doesn't hold, would be all the way down here, okay? So yeah, there are signs. Looking at the daily, there are signs that, you know, some negative divergence is developing. On the 4-hourly, same thing. Do not forget the fact that we are on that daily resistance, right? Do not forget that. And like Mago said, don't forget to smash that like button if you do find value in the streams. Hopefully you do, otherwise we're both wasting our times, like you and me, right? So yeah, like the whole point is to share this knowledge that I've gained. Some friends call it a gift, but I don't think it's a gift. It's a lot of tears and blood and sweat behind all this knowledge. So yeah, like it's not a gift. It's more like well, if it was a gift, I wouldn't have struggled this hard, you know, to get to where I am today. So it's more of a skill that we've learned, right? That, you know, that as a human being, you take time to develop. So yeah, let's continue with this discussion. So yeah, that negative divergence on the daily, resistance. For hourly, negative divergence developing also on this one, okay? Like there are a lot of reasons to be a bit cautious at the moment. Now let's go ahead and have a look at the hourly. I know for a fact Mago knew what was happening here and here because we spoke about it, right? So yeah, guys, simple as this, okay? If we can't see a close above on the hourly, we need a close above 27,490-ish. If, like, let's just say 27.5, okay? Hourly candle close above 27.5 means that we're gonna get closer to that, you know, next resistance that I was talking about, which is around 27, right around these levels, okay? 27,750-ish or 27,790-ish. You know, it's average, right? Somewhere around these levels. Okay, what else? On the hourly support, let me draw it for you. Yeah, because people are hyping. I needed to come and talk about, the possibility of Bitcoin actually going down, because people are like feeling a bit comfortable again because it started running, but we're not quite out of the woods yet. Like levels of interest, like for an entry, for like if one wanted to enter, looking at the daily, it would have been above this resistance. Like the moment it broke above this resistance, it was a good good place one could, take benefit of, right? Okay, anyways, hourly support. First one right here, okay, between 27,000 to 2940, excuse me, 26,940. And second one, if that fails, that is. So first one here. Why is it not showing? Okay, there it is. So first one right here. And then if this fails to hold, friends, if this fails to hold, yeah, see ya a bit lower. You know that level that I spoke about around 680 to 26.8-ish, very possible. If this fails to hold, this hourly fails to hold, that is, okay? Yeah, we're gonna see what happens. Now let's move on with Ethereum. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Guys, how are you feeling? How are you doing? Hope you've been like doing something good with all those opportunities that Bitcoin has been giving us past days. I mean, especially looking at the 15-minute chart. Those who know, it's been, for example, looking at the 15-minute chart, look at this. Right around these levels, we had a sign that it was gonna push up, okay? Right around these levels, we had a Patreon, so you know what I'm talking about, right? Right around these levels, we had another sign that we're going up. Like most likely we're going up. Nothing is 100% sure, but most likely, right? Based on Easterns, based on Westerns, that is, right? Yeah, it's been moving. Like I'm so tired of that boring action that we spoke about yesterday, on yesterday's session, Mago, when it just goes sideways and bam, and then sideways and bam, and just like it goes sideways, bam, and then bam to the downside, it could happen again. You see why I'm talking about, both scenarios? Yes, there is a possibility we could run up if this happens, but there are so many factors at the moment, not on the weekly. I'm not talking about the weekly, okay? Because the weekly, we still have to give it 5 days. I'm talking about the daily. I'm talking about the 4-hourly. There are a few factors telling us to be cautious. Yes, it could run a little bit more, but we're also at resistance. We are already tapping resistance. If I just do this, we already tapped it once, twice, and we're tapping it again, okay? And I drew this way before we even broke these levels. Those of you watching the stream, I'm pretty sure you might remember it, not sure, but you maybe remember that. But if not, just watch the last streams. Yeah, so it's been moving lately. It's been moving. It's been interesting. But yeah, around these levels, I wouldn't be longing. Just to let you guys know, it would be very risky right now. Like, it was beautiful from this level to this level, and that's it. And besides, I told you last time, if BNB, you guys know that I take this FUD that's going on with Binance. I do keep it like somewhere in my mind, because yeah, there's a lot of FUD going on. Like, I don't know if it's completely true, but we gotta consider it, right? But even Binance, let's go to the BNB chart, okay? Even Binance was looking good. And of all people, I said that Binance is going up. And, I'm gonna put my mouth where my money is, or, my money where my mouth is, in other words. And it had a good run. It had a good run. We came to our resistance levels that we spoke about. Literally, look at this. Let me just do this. Hold on. It tapped it to the dot. It tapped it to the dot, okay? So yeah, it worked out. It had a good run. Anyways, my point is, if BNB is gonna run, if BNB is looking good, isn't chances a bit higher as well? Not only based on hope and wishes, but chances, you know, become a bit higher immediately that, well, Bitcoin could do something, right? Currently, definitely it could go either way right now. Yeah, like we gotta give it time. But I'm betting on this. When it comes to Bitcoin, I'm betting on this, okay? I'm betting consolidation or to the downside, you know, first, okay? Like, yes, we could come all the way up to these levels, but all this negative divergence is like, yeah, I'm taking it seriously. I'm taking it seriously, right? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Interesting. Anyway, since we're talking about BNB, let's continue with BNB and then we can have a look at Ethereum as well. Yeah, BNB hit resistance to the dot. Everything worked out, you know, pretty good. Let's have a look at the oscillators now and so on and so forth. Okay, negative divergence developing for BNB, right? You see that there was a lot of supply around these levels, okay? So it pushed the price back down, you know, when it tried to go up, right? And on top of that, if we want to see BNB get this nice push, a bit more push to the upside, we need to see a daily candle close at least above, let's see now, $220, okay? For those who are a bit more conservative, $221, you know, that would be somewhere on these levels. But $220 is good. If you can see a close above $220, then it means that pressure that the bulls are feeling is gonna be put to the side. And if that happens, they could push the price a bit higher, okay? They could push the price a bit higher. So yeah, we do have negative divergence on the daily chart for BNB. Even though the oscillators are positive, MACD is bullish. Notice RSI is struggling to get above that 50 level, right? The value of 50, okay? Let's have a look at the 4-hourly. Let's put it this way, 4-hourly, easily. Right now we do have some negative divergence. MACD is bearish. RSI is, you know, curling downwards, right? If guys, not that we don't have any support around these levels really, but if we break below this level, I can tell you this, we're gonna change, like there will be some change of polarity. Do you get that? There will be some change of polarity. Patreons, we're gonna get into these kind of things, you know, later on as you know, time goes by, but there will be some change, okay? If that happens, like there is no support on the 4-hourly, there is no major support for BNB all the way until 213 to 211-ish dollars, okay? Got it? Let's see what else we can discuss when it comes to BNB. All right, negative momentum on the hourly as well. There are no signs that the bears are losing steam just quite yet. We gotta give it a bit of time, I guess. On the hourly, our first resistance would be, if we can close above $218, yeah, then most likely we go a bit higher to at least, you know, 220, retest that recent high again, okay? But other than that, I don't see anything special right now. I saw something special the other day and I told you about it, you know, that was when we were around these levels, around, you know, 210, somewhere around that level. But right now, I don't see anything, I don't see anything that I can say wow about or call juicy at the moment, okay? So yeah, that's BNB. Not gonna waste a lot of time on, you know, on it. Let's have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum stuck on resistance. Notice, guys, We still can't break resistance. Like, we keep on going. This is the 4-hourly resistance that we're stuck at. And what did I say last time? If we can't break this level, it's going to be difficult for Ethereum to break above this level. And I gave you reasons why and so on and so forth, right? So we need to break above this level. We need to see a 4-hourly candle close above this area for us to go a bit higher. Until that, if that doesn't happen, then whatever, consolidation, I guess, again, right? Okay, let's talk about the oscillators. Positive momentum on the oscillators. We got, you know, the MACD that is bullish. RSI struggling. It's struggling right around neutral levels. We can't even touch this neutral level to the dot really at the moment. We still haven't done it. We haven't done it since 29th of July. Okay, we've come close a few times on the daily, but haven't gotten above the 50 point. Okay, all right, let's have a look now. We got some negative divergence. Isn't it like interesting to see like there's negative divergence on Ethereum right now, negative divergence on BNB right now, negative divergence on Bitcoin right now, and we're talking about the daily. And what does that tell you? I'm not discussing the weekly at the moment. I do not want you guys to confuse the weekly with the daily, because the weekly we're gonna talk about in 5 days. Right now, focus on the daily, okay? Because I'm not gonna take away the fact that the bulls actually still have a decent chance on the weekly for Bitcoin, okay? But now we're discussing the daily, guys, okay? We're discussing the daily and we're discussing the 4-hourly. So notice how all these markets that we just discussed have this negative they have negative divergences developing left and right. Okay, notice how many of them are right around resistance or already have tapped resistance and are just consolidating around resistance right now. Just think about all these things, and then remember 9 plus 10 is 21, right? And then you do the maths. Okay, you get the point, right? So yeah, there are a lot of things going on. Okay, let's move on next. What else can we take up from the chart? For Ali. Yeah, guys. I think the bears like are stepping in on Ethereum. It looks like they are stepping in. So let's talk about support. Since we see that they're stepping in, there's no point in talking about, you know, other things right now. Like you already know, if we break above this level, any 4-hourly candle close, actually right now, if any 4-hourly candle close above 1,672-ish, yeah, a bit higher. Until that happens, most likely we're gonna come back down to at least these levels. Let me just do this. Let me draw it for you so you can have a picture in your mind, like imprinted, right? Da-da-da. 4-hourly. Actually, I think this support is good enough. Now that I look at it. Okay. Yeah, guys. We got support. This is 4-hourly, but it's gonna be blending in with the hourly as well, because this hourly support, right, and 4-hourly is somewhere around these levels. At least S1 is around this area. Okay, if this fails to hold, then S2 for the 4-hourly would be around these levels. Now I have to bring this one a bit to the side right here and then change it to 4-hourly as well, because it respected it once, right? It respected it once. If I just do this, remember, it held, it continued, right? And how many of you know this pattern? If you don't, okay, fine, but let me know if you do. How many of you know about this pattern? Like, if you know this pattern, let me know what it is, okay? Let me know in the comments or in the chat or whatever, wherever you like, Discord, whatever. Okay, so S1 for hourly. Cool. And then this one is S2 for the 4-hourly and hourly, okay? Awesome. Let's keep it moving. on the hourly, there is really no support all the way until these levels, somewhere around that for hourly as well. So yeah, we're just gonna let it be. We're just gonna let it be do its thing. Let's see if there's any positive divergence. Maybe that's telling us, hey, we could maybe, you know, test the recent high again, right? And no, there's nothing. MACD is bearish. No positive divergence in sight. RSI back below neutral. So there you go, guys. Okay, that's Ethereum. You know, the support levels, you know, what we need to break above to reach this area and whatnot, and we can move on. And by the way, on Ethereum's chart, just like Bitcoin, okay, we got divergence, negative divergence 1 right here. We need to break above this level so that we can come a bit higher, okay? And then if we fail to break above this level, there's still a risk that the second negative divergence gets respected. So the risk is still there, okay? They're still there. It's still there. Like it's still giving us signs that sure, it had a good run. It held these support levels and whatnot, right? But the bears are still not completely out of the picture. Not completely, okay? Just like the bulls were not completely out of the picture just because, you know, we reached 25K on Bitcoin and we reached 1,550 on Ethereum. It's the same thing now. Just because we're going a little bit up, like just where, or some call this a sucker's rally, especially they're gonna call it a sucker's rally, especially if it turns back down. But just like vice versa with when prices were at the lows, right now at these levels, when it's gone up a little bit, it doesn't mean the bears are gone. No, there's still a chance they could do something, okay? All right, let's move on. We're done with, let's see now, BTC or TA, that is done. We've done Bitcoin, we've done BNB and ETH, right? Yep, let's continue. Yeah, that A should be capital letter, but my bad. Okay, let's move on. Oh, I have to speak about this one. Bless you, Mago, bless you. I'm gonna let that... bless you. You know, I know you're busy also, you know, taking notes maybe, or just learning and so on and so forth, so I understand. Thank you. I have to talk about this coin, guys. I want to bring a cup of tea, but before I do, I have to talk about this one. This is one of the most bullish markets I've seen in a while when it comes to crypto, guys. I mean, I've enjoyed this one. Those of you who watched this, you know what I'm talking about, okay? It was like, how can I explain this? It was like the cherry on top, okay? TA, it got respected to 100%. I can bluntly say TA has been respected, and you guys know I'm very careful with my words. I do not say 100% or something like that. You know, usually for the first time I'm saying this, TA has been respected 100%. Usually it's respected like 99%, you know, something. But here on this chart from day one, it's been respected 100%, okay? So those of you who know, I spoke about this, you know, hypothetical, right? We're talking about hypothetical trades, not financial advice, but I spoke to you guys about, you know, what an opportunity this would be to the upside. It went up 72%, not only 72%, it actually went up a bit more than that since I told you guys, keep an eye on this one because it's looking super juicy. It went up 153%, guys, in 25 days. Now, bring me a coin that's done that these past 2-3 months. And I'm not talking about pumps and dumps. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, easy, nice growth, easy, nice development to the upside. Give me one market that has done this, and yeah, I'm gonna be quiet. Until we figure out that, I'm just gonna bring my cup of tea so we can continue this beautiful discussion, and then we're gonna be talking about the resistance levels for CASA, okay? Because I can imagine people are interested right now since it's running. You know, this is the problem with most new traders. They stress when things are running, but when you're talking to them or with them about how interesting it looks when things are actually looking boring, then it's not interesting. No, they wanna stress out when things start running. Okay, and me, I'm gonna save you a headache. I'm gonna save you a headache because there are things happening right now. But let me just bring my cup of tea and we'll get straight into it, guys. Okay. Dos minutos. I'm learning Spanish nowadays, so I'm trying to speak Spanish. So I don't know. I think it's called dos minutos. I'll be back anyways. All right. And I'm back. I'm guessing what she was showing before was that, like the three black crows. Crows. I mean crows. Oh, you mean the opposite of the black crows? You mean the three white soldiers? No, not quite. I'm gonna tell you the answer on Discord, Mago. I'm gonna tell you the answer on Discord. But a good try. It is either way. It is. I can tell you this much. Okay, right now it is a continuation pattern. Okay, it is a continuation pattern. It was. When we were looking at it, it was a continuation pattern that I was showing you. Okay. So, Caspa, we are at resistance right now. We have some positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD is looking beautiful. It is still like bullish. Okay, this is the problem, guys. We do have some negative divergence on Caspa that is developing. Okay, we do have some negative divergence developing. If things go left, like things do not go well, if we see any close below, let's say 0.4626, yeah, we could come a bit lower to at least, these levels. If this level is lost, yeah, then we can come all the way down here. But this is the thing. It closed in a very bullish way. Beautiful. There is a decent chance this could continue, guys. There is a decent chance it's gonna like just not weigh in the negative divergence that is going on. Maybe Let's see now. Let's talk about support and whatnot. I don't know what music this is. Hold on. Gotta change the music. Okay, much better. Okay, let's see now. Caspa USDT. On the daily, we do have some resistance around these levels, okay, right here, between 0.055. It's supposed to be showing right here. First daily resistance. I'm not gonna get into my calculations of why and so on and so forth. We're gonna take this in class someday. Okay, let's see now. R1 daily. Yeah, it's looking beautiful. It's looking beautiful. We gotta give it time and see what's gonna happen when it reaches these levels, guys. Okay, we gotta give it time, cause if Caspa gets above this level, if we see daily candles with strength above this level, guys, most likely it's gonna go tap that weekly resistance around these areas. Okay, somewhere between 0.063 to 0.068-ish. Very possible. Very possible. Right now, yes, I know there's some negative divergence. I can see that on the daily, that there is some negative divergence on one of the oscillators, okay? Right here, looking at the histogram, it's still looking fine. MACD is still looking, you know, beautiful as well. Looking at the 4-hourly, we also got ourselves some negative divergence, okay? But this 4-hourly candle that we see, I mean, prior 4-hourly candle close, it's nothing less than a strong candle that favors the bulls. It's favoring the bulls a lot, looking at it, okay? And besides that, look at the 4-hourly. Just look at the volume and look at the price action. I mean, the candle. You know, everything is going hand in hand, right? But we do have some negative divergence as well that is developing. Doesn't mean just because we see some negative divergence, it doesn't mean like we can't go up a little bit higher. Same thing with Bitcoin, right? There is some negative divergence developing, but I didn't say that it's impossible that we go and tap like 27.7, 27.8-ish first, right? So kind of the same thing with this one, okay? Let's have a look at the hourly. Yeah, guys, like right now in 12 minutes. Okay, we gotta give this one a bit more time. In 12 minutes, if this one, let's say, it closes something like this, okay, with the negative divergence that is going on and whatnot, yeah, it could be tricky. It could be a tricky one, okay? We gotta be cautious, right? Let me just have a look at the daily. Yeah, we do have some negative divergence on the daily. Like it's showing very clearly. Let's have a look at the 12-hourly. Same thing here. Same thing here. Okay, like we have some negative divergence developing on the 12-hourly as well, guys. All right. Let's see. Let's see. 15 minutes. Ooh, things are getting interesting for this one. Hold on. Where is it? Chat, how are you feeling, guys? How's it going? Yeah, there's still a chance for this one to go up, you know, because I'm looking at the divergences. I'm looking at the price action. I'm looking at the hourly. I'm looking at the daily. I'm not gonna ignore the fact that there is some negative divergence, guys. But look at that beautiful daily candle close. Just look at this. Besides that negative divergence I'm talking about, it's just on the R side. Like, we don't see any of that, you know, on the histogram. Just notice, right? There's nothing going on the histogram. Histogram is like looking happy. There's nothing bad going on there. Besides, it was so important for Caspa, excuse me, to close above 0.051-ish. Okay, and I'm being conservative now, 0.051. Otherwise, the fact that it closed above 0.05066 is good enough. It's good enough for the daily. Okay, so yeah, let's see. It's probably gonna come here. Like I said, it doesn't mean that negative divergence on the R side is gonna stop it from, you know, going up a bit higher. But yeah, we gotta be careful, because on the 4-hourly we do have negative divergence on both oscillators. Okay, telling you the same thing on the hourly as well. So one has to start, you know, opening their eyes up, you know, just to be a bit more cautious, because now we're getting, you know, closer to that interesting level, right? I'm doing good right now, just looking at the charts like you. Awesomeness, Mago. Like, yeah, like today you made me proud, mentee. You made me proud, because I saw what you sent. You discussed what you explained your trade setup and whatnot, and why you went through with it, because I asked you. Like, I was so proud. I was just sitting down and going like, these are my mentees, like these are the Patreons. Like, I can see how you guys are progressing. So keep it up, because if you guys keep it up, I'm gonna keep on showing up, because, you know, that's what gives me fuel as well. It's priceless. Like, really, it's priceless. Like, it's worth the time I put into all this. Okay, let's have a look at something else. We're done with Caspa as well. I think I've covered up the most of it, right? We got daily support here. If we lose this one, yeah, we're gonna come a bit lower to these levels. All right, I've given you also resistance areas that, you know, I've calculated. One would be right here, and that weekly is around these levels. But let's see what happens when daily reaches this area. If I start seeing that the bulls are losing steam and that negative divergence has a higher probability of playing out, then most likely we're gonna come to at least back down to 0.049-ish, 0.05-ish. If we lose that, then you know the rest of the story. Okay, all right, let's move on with the next one. I'm just gonna take notes for myself of date and notes, so I know what we've discussed. Let's see, now it's the 20th. And we've done Bitcoin, BNB, ETH, and CAS, right? All right, let's move on to the next one. Some people have been talking about Pepe this, Pepe that. You know, I haven't seen it since the last time. Somebody requested it. I don't remember who it was, but I haven't had a look at this one since the last time, okay? This is the thing. It had a good run. After it bounced off the support. But since then, guys, we gotta be a bit realistic. Like, things have not been looking that good for Pepe. And that rug pull situation that happened, it was Pepe, right? Those of you who got some information, let me just Google it. Hold on. Because I know I read something about some rug pull and Pepe and whatnot. And I was like, Yep, there were allegations about Pepe coin going through a rug pull, so you guys are aware. Okay, let me just show you. Let me just share it with you. Not that my job is to do, to share news, but nevertheless, since we're talking about it. Pepe coin faces rug pull allegations on August 24th. Several rogue Pepcoin developers changed the number of signatures required to move tokens from their multisig wallet from 5 out of 8 to 2 out of 8. Then they sent $60 million worth of Pepe to crypto exchanges, suggesting they wanted to sell. What is Mr. Wolf saying? Another meme coin, another rug pull. Well, things are not looking good chart-wise either, okay? Let's see what happens in 5 days, because you guys know how I am. If I see something else, tell me, you know, it's looking fine. When it comes to TA, even though there is FUD, let's say like BNB. I told you guys, some people might think I'm crazy because I'm saying, BNB is looking fine and whatnot, but if TA is telling me that, I'm not gonna take news over TA. All right? Show me the chart and I'll tell you the news. Simple. So we'll see what happened in 5 days. So let's focus on the daily instead. Let's focus on the daily and see if there's anything telling us, things are looking interesting. There might be a good chance to bounce or whatever, right? Or there might be a good chance to just, die, right? One of them. Okay, let's see now. Pepe versus USDT. I pray to God that nobody was like, buying around these levels when I kept on talking. Well, you do what you like, but I kept on talking about resistance around these levels. It got respected. We got rejected twice. So if one, missed the chance of getting out here, fine. You had another chance to get out here, but you do what you want. I'm just saying, we discussed this in time. And I did say, if this support fails to hold, like guys, yeah, things are not gonna look that good, right? Okay. On the daily, positive momentum on the oscillators. There are no signs, like literally zero signs of any positive divergence. There is zero signs, at least at the moment, right now, there is zero signs that the bears are exhausted. I mean, null, zero, like there is none, okay? Take it how you want. I'm just saying, I don't see anything. For Ali, guys, please, I don't want to be forced to have a look. When I see these kind of charts, choppy charts, literally, like I get a headache, like a headache starts developing, okay? And we do not want that. So yeah, I'm not gonna discuss the 4-hourly that much. I can leave you with positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bullish. RSI is stuck around neutral areas, neutral territories. If you want to see Pepe go up a little bit more, we need to see at least a close. Simple. Look to your left. Where can we see that there was some type of support around these levels, right? Draw a trend line. For those of you wondering about trend lines, go ahead and have a look at that video that I have made for you guys to draw trend lines the correct way. And believe me when I say it's gonna be very helpful for, it's gonna be helpful to determine, for example, where support could lie, where resistance could lie, and so on and so forth. But besides, you will learn how to draw it the correct way, because if you're drawing it the wrong way, like if you start out wrong, you're gonna end up being wrong, right? So have a look at it. It's called the video title is how to draw trend lines the correct way, and hopefully you'll find it to be valuable, right? That looks like computer code or something on the 4-hourly. Right? It does. I'm actually not gonna deny. It does. It looks choppy as, like, I was about to swear. This is gonna make me swear, so I'm gonna leave the chart as soon as possible. Anyways, if you want Pepe to go a bit higher, we need to see a close above this 0.00000000066. Okay? If that happens, then there's a decent chance that we can go to 0.0000070, all right? And so on and so forth. So we need to break above this level for us to see movement to the upside. Until that happens, guys, those of you holding Pepe bags, may God give you strength. I can't say anything else, okay? May you have strength. That's it. Like, if like when people, you know, hold on to losing positions, it's like, you know, just burning yourself. Like, what can I say? By the way, NFA, okay? Just saying my opinion, okay? Just stating my opinion. Anyways, let's have a look. From experience, that is not the best thing to do. I know a lot of people go like, oh, you should double down and da-da-da. Double down. You'll be doubling down on your depression. That's what you'll be doubling down on at the end if you do that, okay? But that's just my opinion. All right, let's just mark this one. R1, 4. Okay, so we are done with this. Let's leave Pepe. Let's leave Pepe alone and go to some more serious, you know, altcoin markets, okay? What else? I'm gonna sip my tea, guys. I'm gonna give you the floor. Let me know if there's any other altcoin we should have a look at. Otherwise, I'm gonna just, you know, pick another random one out and we can continue. Okay, that is done. So far, we've done Bitcoin, BNB, Ethereum. Help me out, guys. What was the other one? Caspa, right? And what was the other one? Pepe. Am I missing something? I don't think I'm missing something. I think we're good. Yeah, so far we've done TA on those, so people do not have to come in and go like, oh, have a look at Pepe. You can just, you know, rewind the stream and have a look at it, right? Or when you're watching it, you know, on replay, you can just see, oh, she did this, so we're gonna have a look at it, you know, after, you know, in order, you know. Let's see what else. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, TRB. 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 Hit resistance. It hit resistance pretty nicely, right? It went a bit higher above resistance, all the way to $49, but this is beautiful, okay? It did something beautiful. It hit resistance, it pulled back. It failed to hold this support, this S1 support. When it failed, what happened? We dragged down a bit lower. Then it failed to hold also this one, this hourly support. What happened? Look, notice this. Right at support, you know, around these levels, if I just do this, when we broke below this level, like the bottom of this box, it was a hard move down. Notice how it was a hard move down, okay? And then after that, we found support, you know, at levels where we should, you know, where it was, this is S2 on the 4 hourly. This level that it bounced off is S2 on the 4 hourly right here, friends, okay? So you guys are aware why it bounced off. This is S2 on the 4 hourly. We didn't get so far then. I didn't speak about S2, 4 hourly. I just spoke about S1 and so on and so forth. I don't have to draw this because it already happened, but I'm just doing it for educational content for you guys. Educational content, I mean, for educational purpose. S2, 4, okay. So yeah, it's good that you see this, because the moment it broke below this level, we continued. The moment we broke below this level, we continued. That's what we need to see. Why do we draw support, guys? Why do you think we draw support levels? Why? Give me, like, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I'm gonna continue with this TA, but let me know in the comment section. Why do you think it is good to draw these boxes like I normally, normally recommend, you guys to do? You can do whatever you like, but it does make it easier for you guys to see what's going on. Okay. All right. Let's see now. Let's talk about resistance for TRB, because now it's on the move to the upside. So we're gonna talk about resistance instead. Here's your resistance. First resistance is right around these levels again, guys. That hasn't changed, okay? So all this, I gotta adjust this. New things has happened, right? Since new things happened, we gotta adjust. We can't be stuck and not adapt. If you're stuck and you have difficulties adapting, then you're gonna be having other difficulties as well, okay? So that was first resistance. If we break above this level, and by the way, look left. This is resistance levels, okay? In case you guys haven't looked left, I'm just showing you. These are important resistance levels. I can actually draw it for you. Hold on. Or no need to draw. You guys can see it, right? At these levels, hopefully you can see it. We do have resistance here, okay? So we are at resistance at the moment. There are different ways of finding resistance levels, guys. And the more ways, like the more you see things and everything goes hand in hand and melts, the more confident one can be, right? Let's see now. On the daily. Yeah, I love the fact that... Hold on. Sorry, guys, I had to do something. Okay, I love the fact that, it closed above 34.28. Okay, that is good. It means the pressure, from the bulls, from the bears on the bulls, kind of minimized after that. But just because that happened, it doesn't mean, we can't get rejected again around these levels. Like, it doesn't mean TRB can't be rejected around these levels, okay? So yeah, good. Looks like there's follow-through. Looks like we can come higher. What else? Let's have a look at the oscillators. MACD is bullish. Positive momentum on the oscillators. That negative divergence that we had. From this point right here. Okay. To this point. Played out a little bit. We pulled back down. In one day, it just, dumped in one, well, not dumped, but in one day, it had a 41% move. It's kind of a dump. Like, what do you want? 41% move to the downside, okay? And we caught this resistance in time. I remember Howley was watching this as well. We caught the resistance, in time then. So yeah. That is on the daily, okay? Like, I don't see anything interesting other than that on the daily. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly. Positive momentum on the oscillators. MACD is bullish. RSI is above neutral. All that is good. We are above this level. That is good. We are above this area. 36.18 on the 4-hourly. Any close below 36.1, or if we pull back down below 36.18, there's a decent chance that we can, come at least back to $32-ish, right? If that doesn't hold, then see you back around these levels. Like, we don't have, if that happens, the new support is around these areas, guys, okay? This is new support. That's it. This is the new support. Right here. Between 27.5 all the way down to $24, okay? New resistance. I'm not gonna remove this. I'm gonna hide it because I'm gonna draw something new resistance, so you guys do not get confused, okay? There you go. Right around these levels, we do have some resistance. Oh, this is the 55 minutes, excuse me. I was gonna look at the hourly instead. Right around these levels, we do have some resistance. Right here, okay? For the hourly. Any close above this level right here on the hourly, $43. Decent chance. Then there's a very decent chance it goes a bit higher. But I just want to say there is some negative divergence that is developing on the hourly, okay? Look at the histogram. Even though MACD is bearish, RSI is not overbought really, okay? We are above this area, but it's not overbought yet. But we are very close to resistance areas, guys. Okay, let me change this to blue so nobody's confused. Here we go. Not punctuation mark. Hold on. Awesomeness. And the first support for the hourly, our hourly would be around these levels. Okay, it's getting late. I'm getting tongue-tied again. But first support for the hourly around these areas. All right. I'm gonna hide this one as well. Not gonna remove it. So if anybody goes like, oh, you had, support there, it's gone. I'm just gonna bring it back. So I'm just gonna hide it. If we lose this support on the hourly, then next support for the hourly would be around, $29 to $30 if that is lost, but that is close to this S2 for hourly. But anyways, I gotta be unbiased, okay? If we lose this support on the hourly, then next support would be around $29 to $30, okay? Simple. And we do this. Awesomeness. Okay, guys, before I continue, I want an answer from anybody that is watching. Please do not be shy. Do not be shy. Like, we learn from mistakes. Like, you can try to answer and we can learn from mistakes. Okay, guys, especially Patreons now. I want you to answer, okay? And if you're not watching now, you're watching tomorrow, or when you replay this, answer in the comment section. What do you see here? What do you see here? Because this is educational content. This is why I'm here, right? What do you see here that is telling you bears could be like stepping in and bulls could be losing steam? Do you see anything? Do you see anything telling you that? I'm gonna zoom in so you can see everything clearly. I'm even gonna help you out. This is how the MACD is looking. This is how the histogram is looking. I was about to say Instagram. This is how the histogram is looking. And this is how the RSI is looking, okay? And we are looking at the 15-minute chart. Give it a try. What do you see? Because I'm asking you a question that I've talking about a lot. I've explained this a lot on YouTube. A lot, okay? And extra for the Patreons. So, what do you see, guys? Oh, this is just beautiful. I'm just loving this. If we can't see a close below above $38 on the hourly, pressure on the bulls. Okay, I'm actually gonna mark this right here. And I'm gonna go back to the 15-minute chart so you guys can look at the chart and think about what I just asked you guys, okay? No answer? Still no answer? Come on, guys. Come on. Like, I can be here all day. Like, I got all the time in the world. Okay, I don't have all the time in the world. I have things to do, but I can wait it out. I'm still waiting for an answer, guys. Even if it's a wrong answer, I want one answer and then we can continue with the next altcoin, okay? Or market, whichever it is. Depends on if we're gonna be looking at stocks or not, whatever. Come on. Come on, guys. You see negative divergence? You're not wrong. You're correct. You're correct, okay? We have one answer, one reason. You're correct. We do have some negative divergence on the 15-minute chart. Okay? One can see it clearly on the RSI, at least. If not on the MACD. One can see it clearly on the RSI. We do have some negative divergence. Awesome. Muy bueno. Like the Spanish say, okay? That's good. That's good, Mago. What else? What else? Okay, now you've given me one reason from the Western side, like, right? From the Western tools. You've given me one reason. Okay, awesome. Now I want another reason from the Eastern side as well, okay? This is good. Like, this is good. You guys should be like, this is, you're making me happy. This is good. Killing it with those answers. Finding, you remember like just a month ago or maybe 2 months ago, I remember you had difficulties noticing divergences and whatnot. And look what you're doing now today, Mago. Good job, good job. All right, I'm waiting for the second answer. What other reason do you see on the 15-minute chart when it comes to the Easterns? Now, I'm not talking about the Westerns, okay? Mago saved you all. He saved you all, okay? He gave us an answer that is correct for the Westerns. Now, I want an answer for the Easterns. What else do you see here that is telling you, oh, bears look like they are stepping in, okay? You can do this. I believe in you. You can do this, guys. Come on. Even a wrong answer is an answer. You can do it. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, crap. What was that? Hold on, guys. Something just... I don't know if you guys heard that, but hold on. Something fell. I don't know what, but something fell. I gotta go downstairs and check it out. Hold on. Like, I've been, you know, I was at the movies the other day watching The Nun. Yeah, so I'm still freaked out. Just hold on, guys, and I'll be right back. I just gotta check out what the heck that was. And I am back. You heard it? You heard it, Mago? That was very weird. Very weird. Like, I just opened the door and I heard footsteps just, you know, running down the stairs, but I couldn't see anybody. I like, ran to the other side of my place and I looked through the window, but I couldn't see anybody. But that was super weird. And it's difficult for anybody, you know, to come up because, like, we need to open... it's like a building with multiple condos, so nobody can come up if I do not open the gate for them. So this is super duper weird. And the lights automatically go on, you know, outside, like on, you know, where the stairs are. If there's any movement, so the lights were on. I heard footsteps. I couldn't see some, like, okay, this is freaky. Like, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. If in case it is my friends just, you know, like, you know, playing jokes on me right now, like, God help you guys, because I can't take this. I didn't even want to watch the Nun. I did not want to watch it, but they were like, oh, it's been a while. Let's go to the movies and whatnot. Oh, God. Now I'm freaking out because I don't know who the heck it could have been. Oh, God. Okay. Let's focus on this. Calm down and focus on this. And yeah, I'll take care of that later. God. That was scary. I kind of lost my heart skipped a beat or something. Like I'm still trying to... Okay. Anyways, guys, what were we saying? 50-minute chart. Have you guys figured out? Still no answer? Okay, let me tell you. I'm gonna give you a guess. I'm gonna give you a clue. Not a guess. I'm gonna give you a clue, okay? Star. Yeah, I'll get cameras. That's what I do. Like, yeah, the problem is, since it's not a... If I was living in a house, I understand, like, I could, you know, put out cameras around the building and so on and so forth. Not building, but, you know, private area, home. But since it's a building, if I put cameras outside, you know, outside my door, it would also be... It wouldn't, like, I don't think the neighbors would have loved that, since, you know, everybody, you know, wants their privacy and whatnot. So yeah, it's a difficult... I gotta move out. In other words, I just have to move out, like, if I want to set up cameras and whatnot. God. Anyways, the clue, like, my heart is skipping a beat still, but the clue is star. Shooting... Okay, let me just give you the answer so we can move on. I'm like freaking out. Okay, so shooting star, guys. Shooting star, we're getting rejected. You know, we got our shooting star as well. So yeah, most likely that we come down a little bit to at least $35. If we see any close on the 50-minute chart, to, you know, below $35, 35.55 to be a bit more, or 35.5 actually, 35.5, then yes, most likely that this level gets respected, okay? This support area gets respected, right? Okay, let's move on. We're done with TRB as well. What's Bitcoin doing? Yeah, it's going upwards. Of course, it's going upwards because this was looking fine. But yeah, we're still tapping resistance. Like I keep on telling you guys, just because I think that we could, you know, reach 27.8-ish, something like that, it doesn't mean that we are completely out of the woods. You know, I'm gonna be changing my mind. Of course, I'm gonna adapt. The moment I see a daily candle close, a strong daily candle close above 27.8, then it's a different situation, okay? Then we can talk about the next resistance, right? Which is all the way up here, okay? Around 28. Actually, yeah, you gotta know, if we see a daily candle close above these areas, guys, there is no resistance all the way until these levels, okay? None at all, okay? Around this, like, next resistance would be somewhere around these levels. Let me draw it for you. This is the mini resistance, by the way, okay? Maybe I shouldn't draw it, but yeah, I should draw it. Mini resistance right here. Major resistance all the way up here. Capiche? Understood? Right? Okay? mini resistance, major resistance, okay? Let me draw it for you. I'm actually gonna write mini so people, you know, remember this one, okay? So we could have an obstacle right there. Just gonna call it mini resistance this time, right? Mini R. And then we got our R2 all the way up here, okay? If we get that weekly candle close above 27, where is it? Right here, okay? 27,760 or 27, let's just say 27,750, okay? If we get a close above that level on the weekly, guys, it's gonna be so beautiful. See ya around 29,400 or 29,800, okay? If that happens, yeah, like there's a decent chance the bulls are gonna have a good time, okay? With that being said, ladies and gents, I got a good story to tell you about bumps in the night, my own experience, but we'll talk about that and maybe another time. Yeah, for sure, we can, you know, we can catch up and sometime this week again. So yeah, like hopefully it's not a scary story like Mago. If it's a scary story, like be kind to me, like be kind, because yeah, like I'm gonna be sleeping with a bat next to me in that case. Like I can't, like I can't deal with these kind of things. So yeah, beautiful viewers, ladies and gents, with that being said, keep in mind what's going on with Bitcoin. Yes, things are looking, you know, pretty decent on the weekly, but we still have 4 days, 23 hours, as you guys can see right here. 4 days, 23 hours to go until the weekly candle close. Keep in mind that the daily is tapping resistance. Doesn't mean we can, you know, we can't go a little bit up, but it's tapping resistance. Keep in mind that we have negative divergence that could become, like, that could be respected if it fails to break above this level that is around 27,850-ish or 27,7, let's just say 27,8, okay? 27,8, around these levels. So yeah, other than that, I wish you all happy trading, okay? And if you found value in the content and you found it to be entertaining today with all the sounds and whatnot, I don't know if it's ghosts or friends or people trying to do something bad, who knows? If you found it to be entertaining, I guess smash that like, hit that bell button, and subscribe, and so on and so forth. And much love. Thank you for all the contributions. Thank you for all the love, guys, especially for all the love. Thank you. And Patreons, keep on grinding, okay? Much love to all of you. Bless you all, and I'll see you on the next one.